Assalamualaikum and welcome dear students. This is your English teacher Kaisar Bashir. In this video, I am going to introduce you to Ashiya Said, a wonderful, remarkable, young non-native speaker of English language. In this video, she'll be sharing her journey of becoming a fluent and flawless speaker of English language. But before I start this video, I would like to tell you, subscribe her channel. The link is in the description and don't forget to subscribe my channel as well. Let's get started.
Hello everybody, I'm Aisha Sayed, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with you my journey of becoming fluent in English. I'm also going to be sharing the struggles that I had during the process and the books and people who helped me along the way. And in the end, I'm going to be sharing how you can become fluent in English and how you can improve your language. Before we get on with the video, I want to mention that Mr. Kaisar Bashir from English Academy of Excellence Official has requested me to make this video. Now let's move on with the video. English is my second language, and as a lot of other non-native speakers, I studied English in school since a very young age. And honestly speaking, you don't really learn a lot when you are studying English as a subject in school because you don't really practically implement it in your personal life. You learn the basics in school. It's like putting up a foundation, and then it's up to you if you want to hone your skills, communicative skills, and you want to become fluent at it or not. The one thing that really helped me in improving the fluency was reading, and it was something that my parents ingrained in us since the very beginning. Reading is really important because on the one hand, you are increasing your vocabulary by learning new words and coming across new words, and on the other hand, you are learning the art of communication. When you are reading a novel or a storybook, you are making yourself habitual with the communicative tone because there are dialogues, and dialogues will help you in the communicative skills. If I were to tell you only one thing that will help you improve your English, then that would be reading, because nothing compares to that. Now, coming towards the struggles that I faced during this whole process, number one is hesitancy. And I think that it's something that all the non-native speakers, or pretty much all the non-native speakers, face because 99.5% of the time we are speaking our mother tongues. The only time we are speaking English is either in our English classes or in a formal setting, say a viva or an examination or an interview or something like that. But apart from that, we are constantly communicating with other people in our mother tongue. So hesitancy is something that a lot of people struggle with, and I will tell you in a bit how I overcame that problem. And the second struggle that I faced was finding someone who was as passionate, as determined to improve their fluency in English as me. If you want to improve your English fluency, then the one thing that I would suggest is to find someone who you can bounce your ideas off of or who you can communicate in English with. Find someone who is motivating and who is not laughing their face off every single time you make a mistake, and who you can trust and who can tell you when you are making a mistake. As I said earlier, that reading really helps, and it's the one thing that I would just suggest anyone to do if they want to learn English or if they want to improve their English. The books that helped me a lot during this whole process were the books of Enid Blyton. It was all where it started. If you don't know who Enid Blyton is, then you are missing out big time. She is pretty much the epitome of children's books because her books are amazing. Enid Blyton's books are more for a younger audience because obviously she is a children's writer. The books that I started with were The Secret Seven and The Famous Five. And then obviously there are a lot of other options from Enid Blyton that you could dive deeper into. But begin with this one if you are from the age group of 9 to 15, I would say, and then move on to other books. The books are written in a really communicative way, so you really get the hang of communication and how to speak in English and the different dialogues that are in there. It's amazing. In other words, it's basically a foundation course in English. Now coming towards the last thing, and that is what you can do to improve your English fluency. Number one is reading. I am saying it again, read as much as possible. Read whatever you are interested in. It doesn't matter if it's a storybook, it doesn't matter if it's a magazine or a newspaper, whatever interests you, just read. And the one thing that really helps in increasing your fluency is reading out loud. Because when you are reading out loud, you are making your vocal muscles habitual of the new pronunciations. Because our vocal muscles and the muscles in our tongue are habitual of speaking or pronouncing the words of our native language, and English is a lot different from our native language. So reading out loud will really help you in making the muscles feel comfortable around speaking different words. Number 2 is watch English movies or English TV shows, and it's entertainment, so it's just basically win-win situation because you are learning and you are getting entertained. When you watch the movies, you watch native speakers speak English, and in that way you will be able to improve your pronunciation. You will also be able to improve your communicative skills because you are watching people communicate with each other in different settings. You can get formal settings, you can get informal settings. It's just a package. You can get anything you want in a movie, and it's one of the easiest options for improving your English fluency. Number 3 is listen. If you don't want to watch, then listen. Listen to podcasts because they are an incredible source of learning English. Or you could also listen to books, which is an amazing way of improving your English. Listen to podcasts or listen to books, whatever sails your boat, but listen, because when we are listening, things stick a lot in our minds and we remember things. So the next time you are in a situation that requires you to communicate with someone in English, you will remember things, you will remember dialogue, and you will remember the correct pronunciation of things. And number 4 is record yourself. The thing that I mentioned earlier about hesitancy. Here is a solution for that. If you are hesitant in speaking English and if you can't find someone who you can speak English with, then record yourself. Set up a camera in front of you and speak in English in front of it. Speak on whatever topic you are interested in, or just recount your day. Tell the camera what you did throughout the whole day, or if you watched a movie, tell your review of the movie, or give a book review if you have read one, or whatever sails your boat. Just speak in front of the camera, and when you are done, rewatch the video and assess yourself. You will be able to know where you made the mistakes, either in pronunciation or grammatical, or maybe your sentences were wrong, or maybe the chronology was wrong. Whatever, you will be able to assess yourself and you will be able to know where you made the mistakes and you won't make them next time. Or another option is send it to your teacher or your mentor or someone else who can tell you where you are making the mistakes. And always remember that if you are consistent, you will see results, and if you are not consistent, you will not see results. And with that note, we have come to the end of this video. I really hope that you liked it and I was able to help you in some way possible. Bye.